What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Astro. That's right, coming at you with a blurry background. I've been seeing you on bed. As you know, some stuff has been happening. Just explain to you a bit from the first part of this reading that I'm about to do. As you know, I'm scheduled for a tour in the United States. Well, some circumstances happened before I was able to get to the United States, and it had to be pushed back, all right, until September. We wanted to make sure that all our ducks are aligned and make sure that we're, operating under, how should I put this? In a legalized form. So we wanted to make sure that the dates were aligned and everything is just proper. So, there's no denying, there's just a delay. Okay? So for those who have already, received a refund or have not, you'll be able to, for those who think that, you're not going to get your session, you are going to get your session. It's going to happen. The start date has been pushed to September. Totally apologize for all of you guys who've been waiting, because I was waiting in anticipation as well. So you're just as disappointed as I am, but I'm not disappointed to the fact where I know that we'll be doing our sessions, and I look forward to actually doing the session with you guys. It's gonna be great. I want to say a very hello to all of those supporters who've been with me from the beginning of time, and who understand what it takes to be there, to do what I do. You understand what I'm saying? It's not the easiest thing to be able to do. Just want you to know. To drop from state to state, just, doing different sessions. But I will say that I'm anticipating a very, very good summer. September is a good day to start for me. My Jupiter is in Virgo, which, it's a great thing. It's around that time where Virgo is prominent, between August and September. So as you know, it's astrologically aligned. And we're good with that. I just hope you guys have patience with me and just know that everything's going to be all right. Right? It's good to see every single one of you. I want to say a special hello to my YouTube people, my Facebook family. You're pretty good. I love you guys as well. It's just that without these ones, I don't eat without them. They take care of me. I truly appreciate them. Spirit Moon, is really great to see you. Thank you. Jerry Mohammed. Angie Will, thank you for being here. All of my YouTube people. As you know, Keisha just celebrated a birthday. Happy belated birthday, sugar. Thank you very much. All right. For those folks who are here based upon, me putting my foot in my mouth and saying that I'm going to do, at least 6 free readings. I noticed that everybody said, yeah, me. But nobody sent me. All right? Nobody sent me your date of birth, time of birth, place of birth, and your 3 questions. Nobody. None. I was waiting. See that you're waiting. I see we have Angela Wills. That's her. She got her here. Oh. All right. So I think what I did do was I waited for the 6 people to send them their and I don't want to say anything because I want you guys to get it. Like, you would have been like, okay, let me send it. It's okay to say that right. It's okay to say that you want. Or Spirit Moon said she sent her cash. Yes, you did, didn't you? All right. All right, Spirit Moon. What's your cash out, Spirit Moon? Y'all be having these Facebook names, and I swear, I don't know who be talking to me. I only know. Oh, Spirit Moon is who? Spirit Moon is Kim. That's Kim, right? Spirit Moon, you're Kim, right? Just want to make sure this is who I'm talking to. All right. So Kim, your 3 questions. I think you sent it to me. You sent it to me. Give me a second. So let me tell you who the 6 persons are. So we have Amberly Outlaw, Kim Patterson, Amberly Outlaw, Kim Patterson. We have, who else did I see here? We also see Angela Will, Vad Young, Fern Smith, and Tanika Imaku. All right. Those are the 6. We're going to start off with Kim, your questions first. All right. Let's take a look at your question. Your question is, who are my spirit guides, guardian angels, or my second and third child karmic relationships? What star seed am I? Now, you ask these questions that are very much sort of different, they're not astrologically based, but based upon the 12 guardian angels, we're able to know. All right. So just so you can know, whatever sign is on your 12th house, that dictates exactly who your guardian angel is. All right. That means that every rising sign has the same guardian angel. That's right. The same archangel, I should say. All right. So guardian angel, archangel, basically, not guardian angel. Guardian angels are souls that you chose to be your guardian. All right. Prior to incarnation. Okay. So I'm going to put up your chart so we can take a look at your chart. Let me just pull it up. Let's take a look. Gonna pull up your chart. We're gonna take a look. Wait. All right. Let's go. It's Patterson. Let's pull up your chart. Kimberly. Okay, here you go. I found you. So let's take a look at your chart, Kim. Okay, so based upon your first questions, who are your spirit guide? That's solely pertaining to your 12th house. And your 12th house ruler. Because according to your chart, you don't have any placements in your 12th house. But the 12th house has Cancer on it in your chart. Cancer is ruled by the moon. So we take a look to see what your moon is doing. And your moon is in the sign of Gemini, and it's conjunct a few things. It's conjunct your Nessus. It's conjunct your your Juno, and your Psyche. So with your Nessus, believe it or not, one of your guardian angels, and this may sound crazy to you, is one of your siblings that possibly a previous lifetime sibling, a sibling that possibly could have been your step sister or a step brother, which your Mercury is sitting. Okay, so your Mercury's in Aries, so it's definitely a step brother or half brother, I should say. And you also have another guardian angel, so it's like 4 of them you have. You also have a past life lover, what they would consider a twin flame. Okay. You also have a neighbor who you lived with close by. And these aren't people from this, is it from this lifetime? June, Gemini, Mercury, Aries. No, so these are people who were from previous lifetimes based upon the Juno and the Psyche. You also have one of your spirit guardians that are also here to help you, guide you. Your second question is, are my second and third child karmic? So in order to figure out the second and third child, we look at the 7th house, which is the second child, and the 9th house, which is the third child. And you have Aquarius there. Okay? Aquarius is ruled by Uranus, and your Uranus is in Libra in the 3rd house and is retrograde. And I would say that any house that has a ruler that's retrograde is a karmic connection. This means even your relationships your long-term relationships that you may have had are also karmic. As you can see, you got quite a few planets in retrograde. Jupiter, Neptune, you got Uranus, Pluto, Dark Moon Lilith, Sappho. All these are in retrograde. So to tell you the truth, your second child is definitely karmic. But it's karmic because there was a distance between you and them when it comes to communication. It wasn't a fair line of communication. All right. This is also a sibling from a previous lifetime of yours. Okay. Your third child, which is represented by the 9th house. You have your Sun, your Mercury, your Amor, your Eros, your Chiron, and Pallas Athena. See, if Chiron wasn't there, I wouldn't say that this wasn't a karmic relationship. I also wouldn't have said that if this Mars wasn't in Capricorn. But see, Capricorn is ruled by Saturn, and Saturn is the indicator of karma. So both your children, 7th and the 9th child, the 7th, the 2nd, and the 3rd child are karmic. Okay? To answer your question, the last one, what star seed am I? Now, in order for you to figure this out, I'm going to take a look, and we're going to look at the brightest stars. We're going to look at the royal stars. All right, let me see if I can find them all. Royal stars of Persia, let's use that first. Let's obtain these stars. And what I do is take a look at what planets are the closest. Right? 9 degree. We got Formulat, which is conjunct your Venus. We also have your Jupiter. It's further away, but I would say that when it comes to your, how should I put this? Your star seed. Let me try another set of stars. I want to select another set of stars. The brightest set of stars. So let's look at that. And let's take a look. As you see, the chart has changed. And this will tell me, based upon these placements, what your star seed would be like. Right? You have the star seed Nonki. is conjunct your Mars. You also have your IC, but that is a conjunct. Let's pick a nope. 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 Your moon. So you also have the star seed. So these are the places that your soul might have experienced, all right, in the stars. You're not just one star seed. You also have Rigel, which is conjunct your moon, which means that you may have spent the most time in these places. Bellatrix and Rigel, all right? These are the closest to your star seed that I would say. All right. So all the regular star seeds that they like to tell you, like, they limit you to certain star seeds. No, your star seed is pretty much very different. It's probably why you don't feel as if you fit in with everybody. All right. Okay. So let me take these stars off. And let's go. Next person is Emberly Outlaw. I'm gonna look for your chart, Emberly, because I think I got your chart, but you didn't send me your questions. So I'm gonna send you a message now. All right, when you're ready, you can let me know because I don't see the questions that you have for me. All right. Okay. All right. So the next person, Emily, when you get to me, I'll be right here when you're ready. The next person is Angela Will. Let me hide this chart. How you doing, Angela? All right. So I'm jamming to the music. Yep, I'm jamming to the music. You feel me? All right. So let me get Angela's chart. The question is a man with the birthday the 13th of the 6th, 1971, my person. And you need to have his time of birth. Okay? I'm gonna need you, Miss Angela Will, to just make sure you get that time of birth. I don't want to give you no misdiagnosis. I done had, one of my amazing clients come to me and tell me, say, my reading was inaccurate because I told her that she wouldn't have a child. I never said that. I just said that it was pretty hard, that her being pregnant is closely connected to her emotions. And the more emotionally fulfilled she feels, the better she is. She said that I told her she can have kids. I was like, that's not entirely what I said. Sometimes people take your words and, only grab onto the negative, hold on to it as if that's all you said. That happens. I don't fault them for that. Sometimes it happens. Okay. So I'm gonna put up your chart, Miss Angela Will, Royal Oak. All right. Now, Angela, you said the guy said around 11 a.m. I like to be accurate, man. I don't like those 11 a.m., 11 p.m. I'm gonna need you to get his exact time of birth. I don't want to give you the wrong time. I do not want to give you the wrong information. Okay? About 11 a.m. is a long space. It could be 10:55, 10:50. It could be 11:15, and all those. Believe it or not, every single minute may count. Right? Now I see, Angela, you're a Pisces rising. Okay. So I see most of. So when you get that exact time of birth, and you say my is this man with the my person. I don't like the term my person. It sounds very toxic. It sounds very toxic. It sounds as if there's a level of possessiveness or ownership. I never start with that. I know that's very popular for women to say, my man or my person. That right here is the reason why you're tied into this karmic cycle right now. Is this my, nothing is really yours, you know. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to draw his chart up, and then I'm going to, I'm going to go by 11 a.m. That's what you say. You got to type me the man's name. I don't want to just say, you know what, let me just put Angela Williams person. Because you don't want the man's name to be out there, so I get it. 13th of June, 1901. And this person was born Del Rey. Oh. So let's go with 11 a.m. and Del Rey, Michigan. I don't see it here, so I don't see it here as Michigan. I don't see it, so I don't see that. You got to give me another place of birth. DELRAYE. Yeah, that's not showing up. So if you're here, just let me know, because that's not showing up at all. So I can't even do his reading until you tell me, give me another place, because Del Rey, Michigan is not a place. Unless you spelled it wrong, but I don't see it at all. Okay, I see it. It's not with an E, it's with a Y. So Angela, yeah, you spelled it wrong. I see where you corrected yourself. So to answer your question, because we're gonna share the screen, I'm gonna share the screen. I'm gonna put him up here. I'm gonna put you up here. Let me see. Okay. You really want to see if this is your person? Let's take a look then. Let me share the screen. Let me stop sharing and let me share my full screen. All right, so this is your synastry. Okay, this is the synastry between you and this person. Now let's take a look at the compatibility. So I'm gonna go over here, shoot over here. Let's take a look. Based upon this, you may have issues with daily love and life, issues about children, but everything else seems to coordinate except for this part here. So that's a 52. It's still good. It isn't poor. It's still good. I wouldn't say you're a person. I would say that this is somebody that you two, are connected to. Because what happened is their descendant is conjunct your ascendant by 4 degrees. That normally means that this person who you are or how you are physically is exactly what this person wants as a long-term partner. And how they are physically is how you want them to be, that want to be for your long-term partner. Okay? So that is definitely there. I see that there for sure. Okay? Now, to say your person, I wouldn't necessarily say that. Okay? I definitely wouldn't. I'd say that, that the idea of your person is so, I just don't like it. Sorry. I don't subscribe to it. maybe it's your person or one of your persons, if you want to use that as a term. Now, your Mercury and their Mercury are the same. All right, this conjunct each other, which means that you can communicate. You may feel a sense of a connection when it comes to the way you talk or the subject you talk about. Okay. There's also the IC, which represents his home based upon this made up, your time of birth, and his Ceres shows that he could feel as if he needs to, his love language is to be in the home with you. Okay. So he may feel like you are his person. And the fact that his sun is conjunct your IC as well also means that you feel like if this man needs to be living with you. You both have what I consider a sun-moon conjunction, which means that the way they are emotionally, or where you are emotionally, is how this person is when it comes to the core. Okay, I could also see that living with this person could be very, how I should say, addictive to you, or you, and the way you treat him psychologically can be very addictive to him. This is what I see based on this. Okay, but your person, I don't know. It ain't saying that. You're just saying that you guys are compatible. And let me switch it around so we can take a look at what he brings into your life. What he brings into your life is hard lessons when it comes to money, when it comes to communication. There may be a sort of a stifleness because the Saturn is sitting in your third house of communication. Okay. So even though there could be long conversations, it seems as if he may want to control the narrative or the conversation after a certain time. He may act nice for a while, but after a little bit, he may try to dominate the communication or be the authoritative person. And if you are female and you're very submissive, you may not worry about that. Okay, with all of his, with his stellium sitting in your fourth house, he brings a sense of calmness or a feeling of this person is supposed to be living with you. Okay, his Juno is widely conjunct your psyche, and there may be a sort of a psychic connection between you both. Yeah, basically, like I said, it's a connection, but not like how you think. He has Nemesis conjunct your MC, which means that he can feel as if when it comes to your career, he may feel as if that is a sort of a deal blocker between you both when it comes to longevity. All right. So the last question is, will my clientele pick up? And if not, what should I do? Okay, so we're going to take a look at your chart again. Pick it up. Let's go back to your chart. Will my clientele pick up? And if not, what should I do? So we're going to look at your progress chart. Okay. That's what we're going to see. Now, clientele is connected to I would consider the 11th house. All right. If we're talking about money, that's definitely the second house. So the second house ruler and the 11th house ruler has to be in a very good relationship. I don't know what kind of, clientele you have, but also if it has to do with anything with relationship, the 7th house ruler, the 11th house ruler, and the second house ruler have to be in a great relationship. Okay. Now your sun and moon is in your second house, which means that you feel that you need to be making multiple set of money, multiple streams of money, having multiple, jobs or whatever it may be. And it's sure that you may feel that way. This is something where the sun, moon, wherever that is, it gives you that sort of need. Okay. However, the moon, which is in the 11th house, is in Pisces. Pisces, which rules like, connections or, hopes and wishes, is sitting here, which means that there is going to be an up and down when it comes to your clientele. It's going to pick up It's going to slow down. It's going to pick up and slow down. That's just how it is. Now, the only way to rectify that is to reach out to other clientele that is beyond the borders of where you live. I say that because your Neptune, which is the ruler of Pisces, or the ruler of your 11th house, is in Sagittarius, which rules foreign places, foreign cultures, foreign countries. You may have to broaden your broaden your horizon, and also this could also take the form of taking up a course that may put you on another pathway of connecting with more people. Okay. Last question: is there anything that stands out in my synastry chart that I should be aware of? I think I already put that out. I already told you about that as it pertains to you and your synastry with your partner. All right. So I want to thank you for choosing me to help guide you in this lifetime. I truly appreciate you. We're going to move on to the next person. All right. Okay. So next. All right. Next person is, okay. So the person, I got his number. Okay, so Miss Outlaw, you're here. Thank you. Let's go. Let me put up his chart. Let's take a look. Jeremiah Harold, let me put your chart up. And your date of birth is the 14th of May, 1992. You were born 4:35 a.m. in Atlanta, Georgia. All right. Let me put this chart up. So the question is, what is his gifts? What is his purpose? Last one, tell him something that you see that you think he should know. All right, thank you for that. All right, so what are his gifts? Based upon his natal chart, one of his gifts is bravery. Competition, drive. According to this, it's showing that he could be very and super competitive, ambitious. Also shows that he could be very accident prone based upon Mars sitting in his first house. He also has the gift of manifestation. He has Venus, Mercury, Sun sitting in the second house in the sign of Taurus, which means that he can generate money. But he has to do it in a way by focusing on a particular thing and sticking with it. Another gift that he may have is the gift of being charismatic. This person is definitely charismatic. Based upon this, chart. Jupiter in Virgo, he can be a workaholic or it could be very messy. All right, that's another gift. Moon in Libra, he has the gift of diplomacy sitting in the 7th house. 8th house Pluto in the 8th. The dude possibly have a long shalom. So he may be gifted in the physical area as well, based upon this. He has the gift of connecting with other people, even though he also cannot like people at the same time. So that's another thing, so his gifts are very much those. His purpose in this lifetime is to focus on a career path. In previous lifetime, he was the one that was being taken care of in previous lifetimes. He was the one that was being nurtured. He was the one that was being taken care of. He was the one who stayed at home and did what he was supposed to do. In this lifetime, he is not here to focus on just being in the home or focusing around being married or in a relationship. That still comes because he needs that for security. His moon is in Libra, but his north node is conjunct his MC and is sitting in the 10th house, which means that, especially in the sign of Capricorn, his purpose is to focus on his career. All right. And because the Saturn is in Aquarius, is sitting in the 11th house, his purpose is to focus on his career and connecting with many persons abroad. All right. Where's his Uranus? His Uranus is also in the 10th house. So His purpose is to be like a, how I consider a, dealing with the public in some form of fashion. This could be social media. This could be just being an advocate for other people and what they've been through. But basically, he's supposed to put himself out there as a leader, as an authority, as a person that people could rely on and depend on. All right? That is his purpose, not to downplay his importance in this world, but to live in his anointing. Okay? That's what I see here. Based upon the moon being square nemesis, he is his own worst enemy. And what happened is he needs to be able to differentiate what his family think he needs from what he needs in a relationship. And there could be at odds. He could be truly sabotaging his own relationships based upon ideals that he's experienced from childhood and what he truly needs in a partnership. All right, Epperly, I don't have your question, so I'll come back to you. All right, we got somebody named Fern. I'm gonna need your real name, Fern. Okay, I'm gonna need your real name. So I need you to put that down. Okay, type me your real name, and I'll get back to you. If you are following Fern, then I just sent you a message. I'll get back to you. All right, so we have, okay. Okay. Also, Bad, I need you to send me your real name. Okay. I like real names. You feel me? Real names are good. You sent me Nevada. Oh, yeah. Oh, Nevada is your real name? What's your last name? Nevada. That's a pretty cool name. Fern is your real name? I need Fern and I need your last name, okay? Thank you. Appreciate it. But Fern, I'm going to get back to you. I'm going to go with Vada. And then I'm going to get back to you. And then Outlaw, I'm going to come back to you. So let's go. Nevada, this is really probably the first person I know that name is Nevada. Okay. And your date of birth is May 17th, 1999. You're born 6:02 p.m. And your city that you're born is Princeton, New Jersey. All right. So your questions is, you're open to whatever spirit has to say to you. Anything pertaining to love, career, and home. Okay, so you want me to predict something for you. And you're a Scorpio rising. Okay, I can see that. You're probably still in your Scorpio rising energy anyway. So let's take a look. Yep, there it is. Still in your Scorpio rising energy. So your moon has been progressed into the sign of Taurus for the past about 2 years, 2 years and a few months. And that normally indicates, especially in the 7th house, that you may be wanting, or if you're in a long-term relationship, I don't know if you are, but according to this, that's normally an indication of wanting a sense of security in your long-term partnership. You also have Eros there, conjuncted, which means that you could be in a few, that shortly, maybe in the next 3 to 5 months, 3 months the most, this moon will be conjunct your Eros. and you will be passionately focused on your relationship. All right. And because your Venus, which rules Taurus, is sitting in your 10th house, there's a possibility that you may come up in contact with somebody, either on the job or someplace where you are well known, that is going to pour their heart out to you. They are literally going to try to win you over with gifts. The reason why I say that is because Venus is widely conjunct Neptune, North Node, but it's in Leo, and your Leo is ruled by the sun and is sitting in the 8th house of other people's money. So I see that in the next 3 months, this person, whoever this may be, if you're in a relationship or not, it don't matter. This person will try to, whoever this other person is going to try to win you over by giving you gifts, by money, assets. According to this chart, your Chiron is in Scorpio, sitting in a 29 degree, critical degree. It's this right here. And in the 1st house, which means that you yourself are a healer through intense connections physically with human beings, if you get where I'm coming from. It also shows that the kind of man you're going to be drawn to. A few things. One, because your Mars is in Libra, 12th house, your anti-Mars will be in Aries in the 6th house. So somebody from your work or career is going to be totally enthralled with you, especially in the sign of Mars. It seems as if this is going to be a theme. Oh. I don't know what you do for a living, but yeah, it's giving something. It's giving very mystical, astrological. Yeah, basically right now you're going to be doing a lot of different things. With that sun progressing to Gemini, you are going to be someone who's going to be really, really diverse in many different areas, especially in the esoteric field. People are going to come to you, want to know information about you, know everything, because you are truly gifted in the area of esoteric knowledge. And believe it or not, I want to say very plainly, sex, anything that's deep and mystical. Okay? Long-term relationships, like we talked about, your Saturn is sitting in your 7th house, and that could restrict long-term relationships, but also make you very serious about relationships. I know that because your Jupiter is in Aries, doesn't mean your anti-Jupiter is sitting in a 12th house in Libra, which means that you're going to be attracting a lot of past life connections. So even this person who's going to be trying to pour his heart out to you will be somebody from a previous lifetime. Okay? You got Dark Maul Lilith. Oh, let me get to this so I can look at it from here. Say, Vad, why are you saying you like that? Don't be like you like that. I'm just telling you. Based upon this chart, you are truly talented, and you're going to develop these gifts. So Pluto is sitting inside in Scorpio, in Sagittarius, and it's conjunct your Dark Lilith, all sitting in your 2nd house, which means that at this point in time, you're going to feel as if you need more money. You're going to want to feel like your money isn't enough. You're going to have this fear of not having enough money. But if I was you, I wouldn't fear that, because your anti-Pluto would be in Gemini and it'd be sitting in your 8th house, which means that people are going to come and bring money based upon your knowledge, your wisdom, your understanding. So the more you know, the more skills you develop, the more you're going to attract more money towards you. That's based upon what I see here. Your Uranus is sitting in your 4th house, which means there's going to be a shift in the way you live, your location. And at this point in time, your focus is to be about your career. You see North Node in Leo, all right, in the 10th house, means that you're supposed to shine. This isn't supposed to be a time where you just hide your talent. You're supposed to be center stage in front of the camera, displaying all of your gifts and skills. As a matter of fact, because Leo is ruled by the sun and your sun is a Gemini, this is multiple things. Okay? you are to just focus, and I'm talking about go hard, push yourself out there a little more. I don't know if you do that already, but it's showing that you should. Anything to do with headaches, migraines, your Jupiter is sitting inside your sixth house, which in the sign of Aries just means that there can be an intense feeling of migraines or headaches. Anything dealing with aggression or a feeling of nervous tension is also can also be built up through this Jupiter sitting here. That's what I see when it comes to a relationship, long-term relationship. Yeah, I know you hate the camera, but your chart is showing that that's what you're supposed to be doing. You see, most of the things that we're here to do, wherever the North Node is where we're here to grow, not to stay in the same place. All right? Okay? Yeah, well, your chart shows that, your Jupiter has been inside your seventh house, sixth house from a child. And in the next possibly 10 years from now, your ascendant will be in Sagittarius. So just, it's going to shift completely. You're not going to have to worry about those migraines after 10 years or so. I'm just letting you know. That's what I see. Yeah, most of your friends, because your Chiron, which is the ruler of your 11th house, is sitting in Scorpio. Most of your friends are gonna have sex with you. They're gonna want to be and feel attracted to you. You're gonna find it very weird that these people who said they know you for a long time are going to want you sexually. You're gonna find it very annoying that every single partner, friend that you have, even friends, are going to find you to be either very intensely sexually drawn to them, or you just can't stand them. They just can't stand you. All right? I'm just letting you know. That's what it's showing. It's going to be like that until Chiron, this area right here, moves into the second house. And that could be possibly maybe 2 years from now. All right? So stop being afraid of the camera, Bad. All right? And get to doing what you're supposed to be doing. Your home life, I see a shift. If you haven't moved yet, this is showing that you won't be living in that place between 5 to 7 years. All right. All right. Thank you very much for choosing me to guide you in this lifetime. All right. And moving back to Kimberly Law. And then Ferd, I got you. All right. So if you see me pause in between the readings, that's because I'm drawing up the chart. All right, Emily, looking at your chart. The question is, am I open to anything you want to tell? I'm open to anything you want to tell me. I'm always interested in finances, career, success, relationship, area of growth. Where should I grow? Hey, there's a lot of questions, sugar. I just need 3. I can't tell you all these stuff. You gotta be the quick questions. I try to keep it as short as possible. So you gotta choose 3. And 3, that's it. So you say I'm open to anything you want to tell me, but yet you listed about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 things. All right, just gonna only do 3. Your finances. Let's take a look at your progress chart. Let's see what's going on. All right, so your progress chart. You're now on Aquarius rising. Okay, that means that you may not feel as if you fit in. Okay, your North Node is sitting in Leo, sitting in your 7th house. Leo is ruled by the Sun. Your Sun is in Taurus in the 4th house. It's conjunct your Chiron and widely conjunct your Bacchus. And what that means is at this point in time, your focus is to shine, is to enjoy the funness of a relationship. Just nothing but just fun, good, long-term, good sex. According to this, all right? It's showing that the chivalry and the romantic part of your relationship is where you need to focus right now. Just enjoy the moments as they are. Okay? Based upon this is what I'm saying. Revel in the attention of your partner and showing your partner attention is an area that you need to focus on. When the North Node is sitting in the 7th house, this means more emphasis is placed on the partner that you're with, showing them, being romantic with them, showing them that you can be fun, exciting. This is the area that you need to be focused on. Finances, your moon and sun moon midpoint is sitting in your 2nd house in Pisces. And what that means is that you're in a moment of self-sacrificing. The less you donate to people, the less you help people that you have no affiliation with, the harder it is for you to draw and attract money. Okay? The reason why I said it because Pisces, wherever Pisces is where you have to self-sacrifice. It's where you have to look at the collective in order for you to receive. And that means the money. All right? Now, Pisces is ruled by Neptune. And your Neptune is in the 11th house in Sagittarius, which means that for some apparent reason, the more you help out your friends, the better it's going to be. The universe is going to pay you back 10 times fold. So your finances is completely locked into you helping people. It ain't gonna look good if you ain't helping nobody. It won't look good. That's what I see you. Okay. Now, this could also mean service. It doesn't necessarily just mean money, because Neptune is sitting in Sagittarius. Sagittarius is ruled by Jupiter, and your Jupiter is in Virgo in the 8th house. Right? This conjunct your Mars. So this could be male friends as well. This could be, connected to that as well. So that's why I see there, as it pertains to your career, your MC is conjunct your Uranus. And it's in retrograde, which means that Uranus is going to hit this. And when it does, there's a shift in your job, in your career. Something is going to happen. All right? Now, whenever Uranus is conjunct your MC, this means there's a complete shift in your career. It also means that there's supposed to be a connection of you and a group of people. All right? This group of people have to have the same values, same spiritual connections, still spiritual understanding that you may have. And this, because your Pluto is in Libra in the 9th house, I would say that you could also enter into career with paralegal. You could go into any sort of that energy. You could also, sounds crazy, but you could also go into like refereeing on part-time, like when it comes to sports, even if you're not into sports or anything kind of dealing with competition, it shows that you could also even be a referee for some apparent reason. It's just giving me that energy. And that could, be another sort of unorthodox career that you may have. But yes, health-wise, get your mammogram. You have Cancer sitting on your 6th house, the sign of Cancer. On your 6th house, it normally represents the breast. And your moon is in Capricorn in the 12th house. And that's normally an indication that there could be possible issues with your breast. So also check that out. All right. Make sure to keep up with your mammogram, your breast. Hope that makes sense to you. Okay. And where should I grow at bottom here? You should grow at, like I said, being more fun, focusing on your romantic partnerships, and being all about it, because your Venus-Pluto midpoint shows that there should be some passion towards it. All right. Thank you very much for choosing me to guide you in this lifetime. We're on to Fern. All right, Fern. Fern Smith. I think I got your chart someplace, don't I? All right, let me double check, see if I have it. Oh, I do. All right, I do have your chart. All right, Ferd, you are Sagittarius rising as well. Again, Jupiter conjunct your ascendant, so is your Venus Pluto. Question: how was your say first, maybe Oh, so what are the questions? Let me take a look. All right. I want to know, when will we be able to get my granddaughters back on our regular custody schedule? We have not seen them in 4 months. Well, to tell you the truth, I'll have to do a Harari chart for that. Okay, I'm gonna draw it up for you right now. So, a second, I have to. Let's do the entire screen, and let's take a look. Oh, sorry. All right, there you go. And let me cast a Harari chart for now. All right, so the question is about. I want to know about my granddaughters now. Grandkids. My grandkids are known and seen in the fourth house. So, but stepchildren, because you want to gain custody, is seen by the 11th house. And you have Scorpio on the 11th house. Pluto is in Aquarius in the second house. Ooh, this is a little rough one. According to this chart, according to the Harari chart, it's showing that there needs to be some consistency. And because your fourth house ruler is Mars, is sitting in Taurus, this is showing that you need to be consistent in providing financial and a stable home, so to speak. And I know that could be the mom or whoever that may be, but according to this, it's showing that it could possibly happen, but it takes a lot of emphasis. You see, Venus, which is the ruler of your fifth house of children, is in Cancer and is sitting in the seventh house. All right. And the seventh house is the house that rules court cases. All right. And your moon is in Virgo in the ninth house, which rules Cancer. And I would say that right now, it doesn't, the time, it's not timing. It's about what you provide for these children. Because according to this, that has to be in place, or it just won't happen. There's no timing of that, but that has to happen. All right. Second question. The classic question is relationship that will unify into a happy marriage. All right, so let me stop sharing. Because I'm going to ask you a question, Fern. Fern, are you in a relationship? You're not? Are you? Is you in a relationship? We need to know this. Is you dating somebody? Come on now, don't be shy. You can put it inside. You say no. Fern said no. Well, let's take a look at your chart. We will look. Nope, that's a negative. You know, I always say the dating market is really hard, especially the older you get, the harder it is. Not saying that there are not some unicorns out there. It's just that it's rough in these streets. You know, men around your age, the people you've probably been to school with, a lot of them are dead, a lot of them in prison, a lot of them are married. So it's sort of like a hard role to take. I just wish it wasn't like that, but that's just how it is. See what I'm saying, Fern? You understand what I'm saying, right? All right, so this is your progress chart. As it pertains to a relationship, your sun, moon, midpoint is sitting there. And what that means is that you feel like you want to have a partner in your home. Your Venus, Pluto, midpoint is also there, which means that there's a passion towards wanting that. And then it's also your Juno in Cancer. Now, you say you don't have a relationship with nobody. Your moon here is sitting in Leo, is the ruler of your seventh house, and your sun is in the sixth. So what I would say is that the only thing I could see for you when it comes to relationship is casual relationships. I don't want to sound very, but I want to say casual relationships that are very intense. You're going to feel these feelings towards the person. But I can't necessarily say that it's going to translate into you being in a long-term relationship. I know this is something you want to hear. I'm just giving you based upon what it's showing. Now, Juno is in Cancer and it's sitting in the seventh house. Is normally an indication that you want a very nurturing, loving, kind, compassionate, considerate partner. Cancer is ruled by the moon. Your moon is in the eighth house in Leo, which means that you may be drawn to people who are very intense and very toxic and also very karmic. There may be a sort of a cycle of feeling drawn to somebody sexually and not understanding and knowing why. You see, Leo is ruled by the sun, and your sun is sitting in the sixth house. So this could be somebody that is connected to either health area or work, somebody that you know in your neighborhood. This is all connected to who you're going to feel a sense of a short, intense feeling towards. Your Venus, which represents the things you enjoy and pleasure, is sitting in the fifth house, and it's sitting conjunct your Mercury, which means that you're going to attract younger males towards you. They're going to be attracted to your body, sugar. They're going to be attracted to you. I see it. And however you play it is how you play it. But I'm just telling you, with your MC being in Scorpio in the 11th house, even on social media, you are going to attract these kind of people that are going to want to be with you in that way. However you play it is how you play it. Unifying into a happy marriage. I wish I could tell you. Yeah. But it's not saying that. All right, last one. Will I ever be able to hone my spiritual gifts? Back to your natal chart. Of course, according to this, you can hone into your spiritual gifts. The only problem is, Fern, is that you are an overthinker and you doubt yourself. You see, Mercury sitting in the sixth house and Taurus can be very much of a sabotaging person. And also, because your anti-Mercury is sitting in the 12th house in Scorpio, you're also very, you hold on to things in the past. So that's what you do. You sort of hold on to these past thoughts. The only way that you're able to tap into these spiritual gifts is to release control. And we sort of know you got a problem with that, don't we? Right. When I say control, I don't mean control of other people. I mean control of you on the inside. And you got some things that you're still holding on to. You need to release. If you don't, there is a slim chance that these gifts may develop. All right. So that is there. You need to release those karmic emotions. All right. Thank you very much. All right. Okay. So, who's that? right. Next person is, let me make sure. And if I didn't get you, you know that I got you. Let's see who else. I don't see nobody else. If y'all send me a message, oh, I see. Yvette Duke. Okay, Yvette Duke. Wait, you send this at 6:52. I'm trying to get to you guys. All right, sorry. It's sort of hard trying to do all of this at once. Kalani, Elise, Vet. Okay, Vet. I don't see. You gotta send me. You're on YouTube. Send me the messenger your questions. All right. But I got Tanika. Vet. I got Tanika first. Okay. Tanika Imaku. Tanika Imaku. How you doing, sugar? Let me get you. And the question that you have for me is, all right, question, 3 questions. Will I be pregnant this year? Damn, y'all hit me with the hard ass ones right now. Nigga, you got, because guess what? Y'all like to ask me this question. Some of y'all don't even be having a relationship. Tanika, are you in a relationship? You better tell me yeah. All right? Because ain't no way you asking me if you be pregnant this year if you ain't got a man. You got to get mine first. Okay? Let's start with that. I want to know. You better listen to me, Tanika. You got a dude? All right. Now we're going to look at your progress chart. Okay. Now, you have Moon sitting in Aries in the 5th house, which means that there's a possibility that you could be highly fertile this year. With the Moon sitting here in Aries, which I had a client who was just talking to me today. I was talking to y'all about that was like, yeah, you told me I wasn't going to get mad, have a baby and what have you. And I was like, well, I don't know. Moon in Aries is normally an indication. Now, there's a strong possibility that you could be pregnant in this life at this point in time. I see that your Ceres, which also represents motherhood, is also in the 8th house in the sign of Cancer. So to answer your question, if you do it, there's a strong possibility that you can get pregnant. All right? Will I is a free will question. You understand? You have the free will to make that choice. Wherever the moon is the up and downs. Will I be pregnant this year? Yeah. Now your natal chart shows that you're Libra rising. Aquarius is sitting in your 7th on your 5th house. Clear indication that there may be some, ups and downs when it comes to childbirth and what have you. So what I see, that's what I see there. Will my life partner be a single man, or will he be in a relationship already? Oh boy, y'all is some heavy hitters today. Y'all like, yeah, you better give me these. You better give me this work, Astro. Give me this work. Will he be free, or will he be for me? All right. So looking at your long-term partner, you got to take a look at your 7th house ruler, your 5th house ruler, and then you look at your Juno. And as I can see, your Juno is conjunct your Jupiter. Your seventh house ruler is Mercury, and your Mercury is in Virgo, DMC. And then your fifth house ruler is Mars. Your Mars is in Libra in the 11th house. You may not even know that this person may already be in a relationship that's sort of distant. This person may also be married already or in a committed relationship, but it's very detached. That's what it possibly may be, where you may have a kid. Who knows? I mean, that's what I'm seeing here. Your Juno, which is the rule of the long-term partner. When you say life partner, y'all just made me scratch my head. I do. Y'all make me scratch my head. Okay? I just don't know what to say when y'all make these statements. According to this, yeah. This one, yeah. I don't know if he's gonna be like a single man. If he is, he's gonna be lying to you for a bit. I'm not just saying that based on. I'm saying that based on your chart. All right, that doesn't know my emotions connected to that. Are you a star seed? We all are. What star seed are you? I think that's what you really mean to say. We're gonna take a look at let's take a the royal stars. Let's see. Is there a connection? Regulus. Let me add some more stars in here. Let's take a look at some of the brightest stars. All right, we got Spica. We got Sirius, Canopy, Vega. All right, that's where Astro is. The closest one I see to here is Vega. Look at the brightest stars, and let's take a look. All right. So the star that you're closely connected to, the brightest star, is Alioth. Is actually 3 degrees off from your sun. Okay. That's what I see here. And then your sun moon midpoint is at 24 degrees. And you also have the star, and that's Al Nilam. Al Nilam. Okay? I'm saying that based upon your sun moon midpoint. Okay? That's possibly the stars that you stayed by the most, if you want to use that term. All right? Oh. All right, so that's the answer to your question. Thank you very much. Wait, but I already answered the question. All right, so I think your question was a little late. I apologize. I didn't see the last one. That's 4 questions. All right, Sneaker, thank you very much for always choosing me. I truly appreciate you. I always appreciate. Yeah. Next, I think Keisha, who you says next? Kiliani Elise. All right. So send me a message. I see you, Kiliani. Oh, okay. You were born. Let me put your chart up. Okay. That's Keilana. Kilana King Shan Nun. All right, you were born the 16th of November, 1988. And you were born 9:52 a.m. in Minneapolis, Minnesota. All right. So your first question, what is my soul purpose? Take a look at your natal chart, and wherever your north node is your soul purpose. And your north node is sitting in the 10th degree, 58 minutes, in the 4th house in Pisces. And your Neptune, which is the ruler of your Pisces, is sitting conjunct your sun moon midpoint in Capricorn, the 2nd house. So your purpose in this lifetime is to develop, I should consider, a spiritual routine when it comes to you and your family. It's also showing that if there is any kind of development, you're supposed to be what we consider the spiritual guru of your family. You're the one that is supposed to be the matriarch when it comes to spirituality, and the one that is here to establish within your home and your family a spiritual regimen that is going to pass on from generation to generation. That is your purpose here. All right, Kilana. The second one, what is my most lucrative field based off my chart? Based upon your natal chart, your MC is in Libra in the 11th house conjunct Venus in Libra. I would say this: beauty and fashion. Where's your Juno first before I put my foot in my mouth? Okay. Sorry, gotta add Juno up in there. All right, where is Juno? So let me add Juno in there. Asteroid. All right, so your Juno is in Virgo in the 10th house. All right, Kilana. And what this is showing is that in the 2nd house, in the 2nd degree, Virgo, and your MC is in Libra. So you could also go in the area in the field of law as well. So your most lucrative areas is law, beauty and fashion, any kind of decorating, all right? Or in the science field. This could be anything dealing with cosmetic surgery or anything dealing in that nature. This is areas that you could actually do very well. Your Venus is there, and your MC is conjunct your Venus, and Venus is sort of an indicator of that. So beauty and fashion, anything dealing with cosmetic or any kind of, I would consider, surgery or procedure, like in a lab, because 11th house normally represents like a lab or studio or something of that nature. Okay, so that's your most lucrative area, and you're having your own business because you have Saturn in Capricorn in the 2nd house. So having your own business is also very lucrative. You have Neptune there, which represents a spiritual business as well. Anything dealing with escapisms. This could be alcohol. This could be, anything that helps people to connect to the collective conscience. Why did I choose to have so many children? First and foremost, Ms. Kilana, what do you consider so many kids? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 kids? Miss Kilana? Well, looking at your natal chart, you got Mars there, you got Eros there in Aries. And what that means is that you like to have sex, sugar. Period. That Eros in Aries in the 5th house. Yeah, I know you. I know you got 5 kids. I see it. That Eros in Eros in the 5th house means that the reason why you got so much kids is because, first and foremost, when the rule of the 5th house is sitting in the 5th house, that's highly fertile. That's someone who's fertile. Okay? That's just period, point blank. And then you have Chiron in Cancer in the 8th house. So that means anything sex brings pregnancy. Okay? And you hold Scorpio. Scorpio sun. Pluto in Scorpio. Mercury in Scorpio. As you can see, you got a whole Venus and Pluto in Scorpio. You are a little bit of a sex demon. Yeah. And most of those children that you bring into this world are previous lifetime siblings of yours that you were mothering because you were the older one. Now they are your children. Okay? Yeah. That's why. Okay? So that's why. That's why you got so much children. Because you've been mothering them in previous lifetimes. Based upon this chart. Okay? Based upon this chart, that's the reason why. All right. Okay, so that's your 3 questions. Thank you very much. Let's take a look. That, I need you to send me a message. Oh, Yvette Duke. All right. Yeah, I got you, Yvette. I got you. Let me put your chart up, and we're going to go to that. Thank you very much. All right. Yvette Duke, born the 21st of February, 1986, and time of birth, 7:38 a.m. Cleveland, Ohio. Okay. So the first question is purpose, gift, marriage. You can't be that. Listen, Miss Duke. What about marriage for you? You married? Bet. Let's talk about this. Are you married? Are you in a relationship? See, because I don't think that, most people like to answer that. They like to, So I need for you to have a conversation with me. That's what we need. We need a conversation. Are you in a relationship? Is you married? Huh? You can tell us. We ain't gonna tell nobody. Nobody else. All right, then. You said no. Okay. Try to put these stuff in here so we can have it, so I can take a look at your stuff. All right. Now I got my not in a relationship and not married. What you want to know about marriage for? That was your marriage there. Just got out of a 7-year relationship. Why you left that guy? Why you left that guy, Yvette? What happened? I want to know. I want to know. You gotta let me know what's going on. And for those who wanna come on, I'm gonna share this. Let me invite you. Okay. Let me invite you to my live. You could be able to Come on and let's talk. Let's see what's up. He didn't level up in our relationship. Relationship been on and off. Yvette, need I tell you that it's really hard by men who making sense. And you give up on the dude after 7 years. It took you 7 years. You know I'm gonna talk to you a little hard at that. You know why? Because that's my job, is to don't play with you. See, my job is to tell you how it is. What do you mean that he didn't level up? We were doing the same thing. I'm trying to get on. Okay. You can get on once it's gonna show me when you're in. But we're gonna talk about this because you were this man for 7 years. 7. I'm looking at your chart. You're Pisces rising. All right. Okay. I'm waiting on you. It's gonna show me when you're in. When you're in, it's gonna show me. So when you're in the waiting room, it's gonna let me know. He was abusive with his words. Okay. All right. Yeah, let his ass go. Go. Bye. Bye. The reason why I say that is because most Pisces rising have Virgo sitting on their 7th house. And that's normally an indication. Most Pisces rising are very, very picky and what I consider niggers in relationships, in long-term relationships. Y'all are niggers. Okay? Now, I know it's going to be on and off because wherever the moon is where there's on and off. And your moon is sitting in your 5th house. So your romantic relationships are going to have the energy of being on and off. Period. Now, to accept verbal abuse, I wouldn't say that's terrible. I don't like that for you. Not at all. I don't see where you should put up with that either way. But I also know that your dark moon Lilith is sitting in your 3rd house, so you also have a party mouth. Yeah. It's not only him. You got a party mouth, sugar. This dark moon Lilith don't lie right here. That right there. That don't lie. This don't lie. So I know for a fact it wasn't just him. It's you too.
Some good lighting.
I got you in now. We in.
Okay. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, Yvette, because you know you can lie to me, but the chart can. We're gonna need a level of accountability here, sugar.
Okay.
All right. And what I'm seeing here is I'm seeing that, he wasn't the only one who had a party mouth, or who could have been a little bit of an antagonizer.
From being provoked, yes.
From being provoked.
Yes.
And you're completely innocent with he always was the one that started everything.
Not always, but 95% of the time, yes.
Okay. All right. I could see another thing is, though, I see your Mars is conjunct your Saturn. So you don't necessarily like people telling you what to do, especially a male energy. So there's sort of an authoritative energy where you don't like people telling you what to do.
That's true.
So, yeah. So in other words, you would be the opposite to what a masculine man would want, sugar. And that's because most men like a submissive woman. According to your chart, you have a problem with submitting completely. Not saying you don't do it. It's showing that you have a problem with submitting completely. Do you agree or disagree with this?
I agree.
So, how do you expect for this man to be the man in your life if you don't allow him to be the man 100%?
Well, there was other stuff too that I feel like should have, like I said, leveling up. It's been 7 years and it's been much of the same things. and I feel like it's just wasting my time.
You feel like you wasted 7 years of your life, huh?
Not seven. I didn't waste all of it because I learned a lot from the relationship. And he was, I feel like, the first real man that I've ever been with. I've been with nothing but young boys, so I learned how to be with the man. But I mean, how many more years do we have to keep doing the same thing?
Not at all. I agree. And not only that, looking at your chart, you are super psychic, sugar. But the only thing is that for you take on projects according to this. According to this chart, with your Venus like in Pisces and your Jupiter in Pisces and your Sun in Pisces and your Mercury in Pisces, you basically were stuck of a sad story. So I can understand where you're coming from. I sort of get where you're coming from now. It's not all you,
Yep.
but it's you. The reason why I said is because you could have given up on that long time. You did
Yeah.
not. You you
Yep.
you held the rose-colored glasses, and then when it
Yep.
fell off, you was like, "God damn it, this dude!
Yes.
I couldn't believe it."
Yes. Yes.
I can also tell you another thing because and this is important inside relationships, sex. Your Mars is conjunct your Saturn, which means that not every man could bring you to an orgasm. So even those little
Yep.
boys that you were dating,
Yep.
he was the one that could have
Yep.
done it
He
over and
was the
over and over
one.
again.
Yep. He was the only one. Yep.
I know your chart is showing that.
And
So I
that's part of
know,
why I stayed 7 years.
yeah, yeah, your chart is showing that. That's the reason why you was like, oh, you know what?
Yep.
I
Yep.
tried someplace else, but this dude, oh.
Yep. Yep. Yes.
All right.
Yeah.
So, but I see, so to answer your questions about your purpose and stuff like that. Um, so your purpose connected to your North Node. Your North Node is sitting in the first degree in Taurus in the third house. That's this little thing right here, right? And Taurus is ruled by Venus, and your Venus is right here, conjunct your ascendant in your first house. And what that means is that the third house represents communication, information, knowledge, right? It
Okay.
represents writing, speaking, communicating. And your chart is showing, it also represents developing as well.
Okay.
And with that being said, is your purpose is to create a very much a spiritual path, a spiritual regimen, like the same way we talked about with the other person. But yours is also to develop and to write about it. It's to communicate about it. It's to teach about it. Because according to this, you are a psychic sponge.
I
I don't know
think
if
what
you say
I'm
what?
missing is the I think what I'm missing is the ability to really tap into those psychic traits that I have and that you see.
Well, the reason why you can't tap into it is because you have control issues, sugar.
Yeah.
All right? You got control issues. And the only way to tap into the collective consciousness is to be vulnerable and open.
Mhm.
And because uh, you have a strong ego. Mars in the 10th house is very much in tune with his body and experience on this earth. And you
Mhm.
got Saturn there. So you're basically the only thing that's stopping you is your super ego.
Mhm.
Because according to this chart, those gifts are right there just waiting to burst out if once you release. What's the last? Do you even meditate?
I do, but I don't meditate like I should, so I can admit to that. But
Do
I
you
do, but
quiet
I
down your because people don't quiet down there. People be saying they meditating, but they don't meditate. They just try to keep the mouth shut and close your eyes and they think that's meditation. Do you find that you shut your mind down completely?
not every time I meditate. I want to say that happens not as often.
Okay. I'm gonna tell you what I tell everybody what the CIA has been doing and developing, which I've been promoting for the past 4 years, which is HemiSync. HemiSynch. You need to bring your left and right brain hemisphere to a synchronicity.
Okay.
This will allow you to tap into these psychic gifts that you have. Somebody like you, if I do a past life regression with, you would go so far if you release all of that control issues.
Mm.
Let me tell you how I know it's the control issues. The reason why, when it comes to women, listen, men have no problem going into past life regressions. I probably had one male out of close to 12,000 plus that never went into a past life regression. You know why? It's because they had control issues. They also had, um, control issues, sexual dysfunction, and all these things are control issues, right?
Okay.
You, the reason why you don't experience orgasms like you normally do on regular when it comes to is because of control issues. You have to release that inner control in order for you to just be vulnerable and open to receive your gifts.
Okay.
The Hemi Sync is going to do that. Finding a partner or somebody, a friend, a family member that can blindfold you for 24 hours and you do absolutely nothing other than say, I'm hungry, I want to take a shit, and I'm sleepy.
Okay.
For 24 hours. Do that at least once a week. And watch how your sex life and your spiritual life just elevates.
Okay. Okay.
So you're talking about marriage. You're dating somebody else after you blocked it, after you released them?
No, I wasn't dating, but I just recently was talking to a guy, but I blocked him. I guess that's why you said block. So I'm not with nobody right now. I just blocked him like 2 weeks ago.
Why you blocked the dude?
Because it took him 3 weeks just to ask me out. We've been talking for 3 weeks. And I asked him, I said, okay, we've been talking on and off for 3 weeks. Are you going to ask me out so we can learn more about each other? And he's like, oh, I was going to.
Listen. Looky, Linda. Are you looking for a wife or are you looking for a husband?
A husband.
So how do you want to tell the man when to take you out?
Well, how long does it take for you to ask somebody
just
out?
need to sit your feminine self and let the man be the man, or you probably gonna find yourself with a beta male, and then you're gonna be upset, and then you're gonna look for that same dude that you blocked. That don't make no sense to me. What you're doing.
So, in your opinion, how long should it take for a man to ask a woman out?
As long as he feels comfortable. People be another way, and now, tell you the truth, have y'all met each other in person?
That's how we started talking. We met twice in person. But it was just like passing through. I met him at the grocery store, and then I ended up bumping into him at a festival again. That was the second time. And then we was talking for like 3 weeks, and he still hadn't even asked me out. But he wanted to FaceTime me.
Wait, let me ask you something. This is straightforward. If you were still with that off and on guy that you've been for 7 years, and you had bumped that dude, and that dude would have been the best thing. That same guy who you blocked, he'd have met you, and he looked at you, and he asked you out, and you were still dealing. You're like, you know what? I want to get rid of this guy, but I don't want to take on fully until I got this person out of my system. We may not be together, but I want to get her out of my system before I take this woman on.
Right.
Isn't that what you would have told him if he had approached you?
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
So why you didn't extend that same grace to him?
To the new guy?
Yeah, of course. You think he's new to this world? He's new to you, but he's not new to somebody else.
Well, I just feel like to be honest with you, I feel like I've been in a relationship for 7 years, and I just don't want to waste no more time. And I feel like 3 weeks was enough time to say, okay, well, let's go for coffee.
So wait a minute now. Let's get this right. You give one man 7 years. You gave this man 3 weeks. You put him in the same category as the man you gave 7 years to. You must be really fed up for real.
Yes, I am. Yes. Oh.
But you see what? Now, come on now. You see where you're being a little ridiculous, though.
Yeah, I do. I do. I do. Now hearing it that way, I do.
Yeah, because that's a little ridiculous, sugar. You need to be patient. See, this control issues that you have. You got to let the mind be the mind. If you're not letting him be the mind, then what is he being?
Right. That's true. That's true.
So I need you to get on that phone and apologize to that guy, and say, now if you take longer than 3 more weeks, I don't know what
I
I can
asked
do.
him. I
I
said,
don't know what I
"Why
can do
is it
for you."
taking you so long to ask me out?" He said, "Well, I was going to."
Yeah,
What's taking
go get
so
the man.
long?
But listen, all right. Some people are just shy. Some people are. They seem to be very, very, very straightforward, but when you talk to them, they don't open up much. You don't know the wounds he may have had. You don't know the situation. So he probably was like, you know what? I don't want to pour it out on him. So you got to
Yeah,
try to put yourself in the position of the other person's shoe. You feel me?
yeah,
You
that's
see,
true.
I know how you are. You know how I know? If you got a stellium inside Pisces, that means that your anti-Jupiter is in Virgo in the seventh house. Your sun, your Earth is in the seventh house Virgo. Your anti-Venus is in Virgo. Your anti-Mercury is in Virgo. That means that you're very, very nitpicky, and you very much will find reason to not want to be with a person. You gotta slow that down a little bit.
Yeah,
You're also super emotional, and you gotta kill that too.
yeah. I be trying to. I be trying, but it's just like it's hard. It's hard
Yeah.
not to be emotional.
Okay. So as it pertains to marriage, so you never been married, right?
I've been proposed to once, but I've never been married.
Okay. Now your seventh house ruler is Virgo, right? I mean, it's Chiron. Your Chiron is sitting in the fourth house in Gemini. Your Mercury, which is the rule of that, is in Pisces in the first house. The only way that you're gonna get married is if you marry yourself first. And what I mean by that is you literally gotta pour into yourself. All right. Based upon the chart, is showing that you have to focus on being the fantasy that you want in a partner. And when you do that, this partner or person, you're going to have more than just one offer. You're going to have two offers for marriage. But that's only after you've literally focused on yourself and develop and become the partner that you want to be in your life.
Okay, I can do that.
All right. And your gifts are clairvoyant, clairsentient, clairaudient. You also have the gift of you the gift of authority, meaning you are able to command. All right, this is commanding a presence. You have the gift of bravery. You have the gift of empathy, also sympathy, compassion, and emotion. Now, emotion isn't a gift. Emotion is literally, believe it or not, it is a sort of a negative thing. So I would say the gift of feeling. All right,
Okay.
all those are gifts I see here.
Wow.
You also have, well, South Node and Scorpio. You have the gift of intensity. So you get this intense um, connection. All right, is also that
Mm.
you're magnetic and you can draw people towards you, whether you like it or not. You have sexual energy, and people are going to be drawn towards you, even if you're wearing gray sweats and gray shirts. All right,
Mm.
but that magnetism is not just for your self gratification; it's for bringing them towards you, so that you can help people to heal. There's information that you're here to share with people,
Hmm.
but you can't get past it unless you release the control issues you have. All right.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you for choosing me, Yvette. I appreciate you. This is the first time being on my live, first time me
Yes.
talking with
Yes. This is the first time. Yes.
you. All right. Well, I
Thank
hope
you.
that you enjoy the rest of your day. All right. All right. All right. Let's see what's next. Are we done, Keisha? All right. Well, I want to thank you guys. And we're going to be doing this tomorrow, mañana, tomorrow, same time. All right. For those who are interested, as you can see, we did some free ones. And that's the free ones. We were already done with that. You want your reading. It's $20. You can cash out that $20 right there. All right. Right to Astro Einstein. And we got you. All right. So I'm going to take a look at the cash app that was sent. I'm going to make a list. If you've sent your cash app lately, as of today, send your message to me reminding me with your screenshot of your cash app so I can put you on the list for tomorrow. All right. Hope you guys enjoyed the rest of your evening. You could have been anywhere. You choose to be here with me. I truly appreciate you.